Hello, welcome to the Out There channel. Tonight we might have QVid joining us, and haven't got anything planned for the UFO topic tonight. Probably just a random look around and see what videos and photographs are about. So welcome to the live stream. Just do the usual checks and wait for anyone to join us. Hopefully the volume's all correct. Looking good. Apparently my ISP is doing maintenance later tonight at 1 o'clock in the morning. So we've only got probably 2 hours or so to see how it goes. If we get cut off, you know what's happened. So the volume is all good, not too loud. So just having a look at the outside cameras, and I've still got my TR3B in the corner there. Unfortunately, we've lost the extra light. I think it must have been reflecting off a car parked in the street. So we actually had the middle light like you normally get on the triangle UFOs. But now we just got 3 lights tonight. It's actually street lights, but you wouldn't know it. It's filmed through a window as well. A lot of fake videos are produced filming through through windows. And they get reflection off the interior lights on the window. Move it around and stuff. QVid, I guess he's just come home from work and he said he'd probably be joining us. So just make sure all the screens are working. Did I mute? Start to hear myself for some reason. Why? I got everything muted. Very strange. So there has been some viral videos going around again.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, QVid. Yeah, I've only just started. I said you might be joining us. I was just going to look at some viral videos that were going around this week. I think Lions Ground talked about one about World Soccer Cup UFO crash. Sort out a better keyboard sometime. Can't spell. Haven't really got anything planned, but I was just going to have a look around. Are you getting a echo there at all? Because I could hear myself for some reason.
No echo at all at my end. Have you got YouTube open? If you
but I
have,
got it muted.
Oh, have you? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's just this mini cam's playing it back, and I can't find an option to get rid of it. You know, to rid the microphone. Might be because I have it slightly louder. Normally I just turn it down, as long as I can hear other people. You know how you get the sort of feedback when you're talking, it sort of puts you off what you're going to say.
Yep.
It's a crazy setup. It's like those people that stutter, because they actually hear themselves in their head, so they can't actually say the word because it repeats in their head, and it sort of makes them stutter. So they found that blocking out what they hear in the ears somehow solves the problem. Is that the one here? The Mirror, our famous UK rag. Let's have a look at that one. See what pictures we've got on it. UFO crashes 80 miles from England World Cup. Match size explosion. Was that the one, or was this just another stupid one? What time was that one? Wasn't the other one in Russia or something? I think it was Russia. What's this one? Cookies. They got all these cookie pop-ups now on these browsers. It's annoying. That could be the one. What's the date on it? 7th of July, a few days ago. So, here it is. A UFO coming down. Oh, is it going to crash? No. Was that it? Or was it just a clip? All right, what's going on? Filmed in portrait. Could be anywhere, couldn't it? We got no reference points. What's that there? City lights. Almost looks like bushfire. Did it create a fire, maybe? Looks like fires. So what does it say? What's it done that with the pop-up? Spooky UFO was pulsating lights crashed, landed, and exploded just 80 miles from the Russian city hosting England's World Cup. So that's where the confusion is. Quarterfinals clash with Sweden. Two glowing balls were seen lighting up the midnight sky over the west of ex-Soviet Republic of Kyrgyzstan. I suppose that's how you say that. The eerie UFO crash near the village of, now we're getting tricky, Boston, some 1,000 feet from the, oh no, I'm giving up on that one. How's your Russian, Cupid?
I only know a couple of swear words.
The object exploded, landing, causing local houses to tremble and igniting a blaze. So it was a blaze. So there you go. Wouldn't want that in Australia. Burn the whole country down. There's some scary fires when I was over there too. So that's excellent. So what do you think it was when you saw that?
I didn't actually watch it, to be honest. I haven't seen many YouTube videos over the last couple of days.
Oh, you work too much. Yes. I'll just type a side message and make sure the chat's working. Welcome to UFO live stream. I thought it'd be a good one to talk about to start with anyway. Up to 15 strings already. It's crazy. Time's just flying. So what did the experts say down the bottom here? Because here it is here, a picture of it. We'll get rid of this thing. Yeah, does that look like a UFO?
No.
What's your best guess what it is? If you've been watching my stuff, you probably know.
Well, it looks like some sort of a container. It could be off a rocket, maybe, because they said it was circular. I did see something on this, and one of the reports said it was something like 10 foot in diameter. But from what you see of what's uncovered there, it doesn't look like it's 10 or 12 foot, whatever they were saying in diameter.
No, unless it's the other object. But you're right, as because you've been watching a lot of my debunks over the last year or so about the what do you call it, the balls from space or spheres from space that Tyler from Security Team used to talk about. You know, would looks like a man-made object, obviously some pressure vessel. You're right, that's probably a rocket part because it's got this looks like carbon fiber on the outside as a sort of a heat resistance or maybe strength. Obviously, all those bolts, it's under high pressure, and it's most likely a rocket tank, you know, where they store oxygen or nitrogen or helium or whatever they use up there. I don't think they use helium. Let's see. They mix hydrogen and water together, if I remember right, which causes water vapor. And that's why you get the big white plume of gas that comes out when the shuttle launches. But they probably got oxygen for the astronauts, of course. They probably mix in some nitrogen because we breathe in a bit of nitrogen and other things. It wouldn't be pure oxygen they breathe in spaceships. I just wonder if we could actually do a pattern match on that, see if we can find any rocket tanks that fit that pattern, if you know what I mean. But it would be good to get a better picture if there was a better one. Here's another image. Let's see if we can zoom in on it. Looks like the same one, but a different angle. But it doesn't look like it's 12 foot, does it? It looks like it's 3 foot maybe diameter, 4 foot. I'm pretty sure I come across some rocket tanks like that when I was doing research on the other debunks. So I should always click that one up there. That way it doesn't flick up the top. So we want space junk maybe. The font. Now how do I scale that sucker up without messing up everything? Junk, junk, junk. I need a bit of light on my keyboard here so I can see the keys. Space junk, rocket tank maybe. I know that sort of black wrapping they got around it is some sort of carbon fiber. There we go, straight away we've got images here that look very similar to that one. So click on that one. How about that? That looks almost like the same object.
That looks the right size.
Yep. But we ain't seeing the other. Oh, here we go. There's the top of it. See if I can zoom in. There you go. There's all the bolts going around the outside. There you go. It's busted straight away. Yeah. That's how easy it is to use Google.
I don't think you need to talk any further about that. It's certainly not 10 or 12 foot, which they mention in the report. I can't remember what size they actually said, but it was something like that. And there you go. There's the object. Rocket part.
But it's from another bloody.
Next, please.
It's called the PAMD module crash in Syria, Saudi
Arabia. Yeah.
Arabia, is it? So they've had a few of these drop down. And oddly enough, it looks almost Russian-made to me. Because remember, they have rockets that come down and crash land in the land. They use parachutes. Well, the Americans tend to crash into the oceans. because they've got a big landmass, Russia, and they want to keep it all secret from the space race and all that sort of stuff. Oh, they even got a wiki page on this one. Was it? Yeah, Wiki Commons, whatever that is. So what year was that one? Have you got a year number? I can't see anything. I have to zoom in because the live stream reduces my 1080p down to 720p, and you lose all the writing on the screen unless I zoom in. Here it is. That was 2009. So maybe the other two tanks are related to this same rocket launch. Who knows?
Yeah, that's debunked. Move on.
Well, Lionsground did a debunk on it, and he said it could be alien. Aliens might use bolts. So I thought I might just have a look at it tonight and see if I could debunk it with a effect image. But yeah, that one's done. But I was just going to have a look at what the other guys are producing tonight. I haven't actually had a look at Secure Team and the rest of the gang. So let's have a look at third phase, see what they're putting out there. It's best just to keep a tab on what's going on, what viral videos are happening.
Well, at the moment, there's not many of us doing that. You know,
no.
Unfortunately, Kyle hasn't been around. Unfortunately, Heathcliff has tended to move away from the topic, although I do hope he comes back to it because he does put out some good stuff.
Yeah.
So it's down to channels like yourself.
Yeah, but it's not very good for subs. And you get a lot of dislikes.
Well,
but it doesn't worry me though.
It's one of them. What are the
yeah,
options? Do you want to sell out
no.
and stop calling out them people? You know, what you want to do? You know, if your passion is to call out the fake crap, which I love your passion for that, then keep doing what you're doing. Like the movie says, if you build it, they will come. They might just come slowly.
Yeah, yep. So this is why people like you on these UFO chats, because you sort of, between us two, we sort of have a comedy routine going, I think.
Yeah, for me, my big passion is to get rid of the friggin' debunkers. They piss me off.
What, get rid of the debunkers or the skeptics?
No, get rid of the people that are putting out the crap, the stuff that they know when they put it out. Oh no, debunkers, keep it coming, even if you get it wrong. You know.
You mean get rid of the hoaxes?
Sorry, yeah. sorry, my bad.
I think
they're
trying to get rid of us, but honestly, I think they are trying to get rid of us debunkers because we're a pain in their side. So anyway, what do we got here? You missed the last stream, and I was which one was it? The stupid one here with the fuel tank. You weren't around for that one. Radar dish. This one here. I did this one last time. You can see I was paused here. So what would you say that was?
Right. Well, definitely not. When third phase actually put this video out, Brent did say that in his opinion it was a prop, and I agree with Brent 100% on that. That is probably the new prop for the likes of the alien or the alien.
Have a look at this, because I debunked this last time, I think. Let's compare it to same image. That's how you spell it. There you go. What do you reckon? And now they've got a small plain version of it, which I had up last time. But it doesn't have to go on one of these big suckers. But it matches the same size and the same depth. You just have to get the right angle of it, I suppose. There you go, another one.
Personally, I wouldn't think it matches the size. I mean, when you think about the width of that plane, I mean,
No,
look at that. That's
but it could
barely
be.
hanging out over.
It's got the right depth though, because clearly it's not a UFO unless the aliens are only like 2 foot tall. You see what I mean? The
Yeah.
depth of that, it's not much. There's not going to be an alien craft. But look at the title down here. WHOA. Now, is that a swear word or something?
No,
What?
that's whoa. Flying
Whoa.
saucer
I knew it was some
transported to Area
abbreviation.
51.
It's
Whoa.
also to Area 50. Isn't that just a clickbait title? Instead of saying, are they transporting UFO parts on a truck in broad daylight? You know, some honest title, you know, and just put the
It could
question out.
it could have been worse. They could have said, "Watch this before it gets deleted."
No, they've done some of those there as well. I haven't got to those yet. And I think they did that with a must watch, and it turns out to be Dr. Greer. So I sort of clicked off it pretty quick. Instead of doing AWAC, I just did radar dish, I think, plain. They do
I
make.
don't think they'd transport a radar dish like that. I think, with the equipment inside, they certainly wouldn't have an Arctic with a radar dish on the back and one van driving behind it saying, "Oh, wide load in front of you." No, I think that would be transported much, much better.
There you go.
I
Here's
mean,
another variation. It's even thinner. You see, there
yeah,
are variations in radar dishes.
yeah, I think it's a prop. I think Brent absolutely nailed that in his comments.
Hmm. I don't know. I think it might be a radar dish shell myself. I don't know if there's any. I haven't done any research to see if that one had been solved or not. I'm not sure what keywords we could try. So here's even another one that looks slightly different again. Because they've got to make it on small planes because they carry them on aircraft carriers, you see. So here's another one here that's kind of strange looking. That's a real strange one, eh?
Mm,
I reckon it's a toy. A
that
toy.
looks like a toy. That is
Yeah,
a
it's a
toy.
toy.
Yeah.
Toy of a
Oh,
real plane, though. Toy of what
yeah.
kind of plane?
To be honest, that looks like a friggin' transformer. That'll probably turn into a car or something. Or,
That
well,
almost
it'll
looks
turn
like
into a little
something they
robot.
drop into the sea. Yeah, looks like it's got some fins on it. Anyway, I was
What
just
we
typing
need
in
to see
radar.
is we need to see some new photographs from, and when I say new, like in the last couple of days from the little alien,
Yeah.
because I reckon
So
it'll
what?
probably be there. I do think Brent nailed that one, to be fair to him.
Mm, I still think a radar does, but anyway, it could be.
Could be.
I know they do have a UFO hanging out the Roswell Museum, and of course it's all Roswell Area 51 week or something going on over there. Prop uh, truck. I don't know what we can search for to look at it further. Prop truck. Area 51. Maybe Roswell, maybe. There we go. UFO spotted on back of a truck. Now, secret encounter near Area 51. UFO on bed near Area 51. So that's Mike B. That's Big World. So looks like they picked up the video from somewhere, and all these channels are running with it. That's why I don't really like these channels that centralize it, because they've used the word UFO. You see, subscribe. So what was the original video? definitely saying UFO and transport in plain sight. Good way to hide it. The thing is, the side view is what we need to see, really, and it just goes past and we don't see. Stupid guy's got his phone in the wrong direction, unfortunately. So if we could just see underneath there, it'll give us more clues. Still looks like a radar dish to me. And those are there just supports, four supports. But what's that right underneath there? Seems like a little dome, so it could be, I suppose. We're just not seeing enough of it. What was the other one they had there? I'll go back. UFO on truck. Is that plane? Yep. Well, that one's even different. Look at the rubbish on the window he's getting. Well, that's even a bigger UFO.
See, if
Come
the
on, get
first
up
one was if the first one was a radar dish as well, surely they would cover it. I mean, just imagine all the flies that you're going to get on that thing. You know, those things when they go on them planes are clean
But
so
wouldn't,
well.
but even so, wouldn't they cover even a prop? A prop, or whatever you
At
want to
the
call
end
it.
of the day, it's a prop. You know, just rub it over with a bit of washing up liquid and water and a frigging brush. It'll look clean soon. I do think that last
So
one was a prop.
there you are, that one's covered. Could that one be a radar dish? You see what I mean? So it's not the first one that's been transported on truck, but this company obviously decided to cover it. Maybe they hired one of those jokers from that TV show, reality TV show. What's it called? Transporters or something in America. And they keep dropping stuff off truck and damaging goods. What's it called now? It's quite a funny show. And they compete for stuff. They compete for the loads. I can't remember what it's called. Here's even another one that looks like a UFO. Oh, where's it gone? Let's go into a website, is it? I don't think it's going to help us solve if there's other ones. Oh, that's great, isn't it? Error. So that website don't work anymore. So what is it anyway? See, that one's almost touching the ground here. That's totally different design again. See, that one's less likely to be a radar dish because it's not got the symmetry top and bottom. It's definitely a flat. This one's more likely to be a UFO of anything. Let's see, we got some more pictures here. And what year was that? We don't know. Metro UK. Let's see, what's this one? UFO sightings daily. That was 2016. This one. UFO sightings daily. Isn't that Scott C. Warren? He said he was leaving the UFO community, and he's still around. I think, still producing stuff. That one's a fake. Oh, strange. Semi truck from outer space. A lot of it's also related to SpaceX. That one there on the truck could easily be a water tank, even a fancy looking one that maybe goes underground or on a rooftop on a high rise. But we're trying to find the one in question. So, what time was it though? Just got 2018 there. And Yeah, that one we got rid of.
I mean, realistically, if that was a radar dish, would they transport it like that? Think about the value and the amount of money that's being spent on the technology that is inside that. There's no
Unless
way they're going to transport it like that. That would.
there is one way, if it's a damaged one, and it's actually transporting it to the scrapyard.
Maybe.
See, that's why we do this sort of stuff. We sort of nut it out. But I was hoping to see if we could find into a frenzy about River. What's that one? July 14th. That sounds like that other one we looked at. There it is. That was 2016. There's quite a lot of these truck UFO ones. They could try Roswell, I suppose. Then go images. I know they did have a thing outside the museum, isn't it? So let's try that. UFO Museum as well. They got one in New Mexico as well. Huh? Yeah, they used to have one outside hanging out, didn't they? Here we go. On the corner. Doesn't look the same, you see. It looks very small. Very small.
Yeah.
And what's that one there? Looks like on another place. But it's not the same. Oh, here's another picture. Here's this one here. Why is it not selecting it? Here we go. And they got some alien writing. Apparently, they took that down for maintenance and stuck it in storage, and some kids broke in and stole it, and they took it out to the desert and started hitting it with hammers and stuff. Crazy. So they've got the crane there taking it down. Last year, I think that happened. But it could have been a prop for the Roswell festival that they had there. I don't know if we can get any pictures from the Roswell festival or not. Oh, some creepy looking aliens. That one looks pretty cool. Ooh, scary. I liked the Predator movies. Did you like those ones?
Oh, I loved them.
Oh, yeah. My favourite one was where they were battling inside the pyramid.
Oh,
So
Alien versus Predator.
that was my favourite one, I think.
I
Because that
loved
one
them
made a
all,
lot
to
of
be honest.
sense. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. But the first one was, I remember it was like a second feature, another movie that sucked. And we were about to leave, and this Predator movie come on. And we thought, bloody hell, this is good. So we stayed and watched it. And after that, we had to get it out on video and watch it again, of course. And yeah, it was excellent. So it could have, if it was a prop, they would have had it on a truck themselves for a festival, wouldn't they? So, you know how they do the parades and all that. Some people really get into it, don't they? Look at this guy here. It's a shame Earl couldn't go on there. We could have done a live stream that day. He would have been good going up to people because he just approaches everyone and says hello to everybody. 'Cause, 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 'cause Ah, here's a UFO. What's that one there? Interesting. Looks like some sort of thing hanging up, maybe? I don't know. Or has it just been edited? Don't know what that is. Holographic. Very interesting. Have you actually seen the 3D holographs they can do on stage now? It's just amazing.
Yeah, some of them are really impressive.
See if we can bring it up and show people. So what's it say here? Crowd of people gather for the 2013. That's ages ago. Light Parade, illustrated by Dell. It doesn't explain about the thing coming down.
If you check out my screen there, that was a prop that they had. This was taken on the 8th of July 2013, and that was at the Space Week UFO Festival. It's probably a similar type of size to what we're looking at on the back of the van.
Yeah, but that would have to be upside down, though, wouldn't it?
Maybe for transport reasons. I mean, it doesn't look like the same thing, but
No. It'd be good if we can match it and disprove it 100%. I still think it could be radar, but maybe a defunct one that we're transporting. But yeah, we'll move on, I suppose. But yeah, it's quite interesting having a look at these things. Now we should one day win lotto and go all together in a big bus and go to these festivals, and we could stream it live on YouTube. It would be very popular, I reckon. But yeah, let's have a look at the other stuff they had up. Actually, sometimes you can read the comments. If they haven't been deleted, sometimes someone tells you exactly what it was. So sometimes it's best just to check them out if they load. Where are they gone? Google's not going to let me have a look. Uncensored. Where are they gone? Stupid lady.
I mean, if you look at my screen now, that UFO looks genuine, and so do those aliens.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I was trying to pause that. I was trying to get the comments to show up, but the comments are not showing up for me. Could I be banned? No. No, here we go. That's how flaky things are with Google nowadays. I see they're trying to tune it so mainstream media get all the focus now. So all our small channels won't even get a view. If someone says something like UFO on back of a truck, all those sites probably won't get shown, but all the main news channels will be up the top of the searches. So you never get to hear the truth. But yeah, you'd have to go through all these. There you go. Someone said same as you. Looks like a prop. Just exactly what I said. Area 51 festival. So they're thinking the same. Clearly a weather balloon. Someone's being stupid. The legs do not seem to be very high tech. I think that's just how they transport it. You could see they were sort of like what do you call them? Plungers. What do you call them? Hydraulics, shocks. So if it went over bumps, it would bounce up and down. You have a close look. Come on, people. That's a radar dish. So this guy's thinking the same as me. AWACS. Looks like I must have spelled it wrong last time. So he thinks it's a radar. So it's 50-50 so far. AWACS dishes have a rounded edges, not sharp, whatever that means. movie prop.
Yeah, that comment about the dishes having a curved edge is actually true. They tend not to, where the top joins the bottom, it tends not to be a sharp edge. It tends to be rounded.
I thought it was though, but I'd have to look at it again. A prop. Of course, none of them are saying it's aliens or UFOs.
Well, obviously, they haven't come from security team's channel. Because if they
I don't know
were,
if he
that would
actually
be the
put this one up,
greatest
did he?
UFO proof ever. No, I haven't seen him put it up, but it's the type of stuff that you would expect.
Hello, we got someone on the side chat. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, what's his name? The Big Game Theory. Yeah. So yeah, looks like most people haven't actually given us a solution here though. What's that guy said? The UFO on a truck would seriously be covered if it was genuine, with a lot of police, military guards accompanying it.
Yep,
So
I
yeah,
agree with that comment.
most people have said it's a prop though. But we're not going to solve it, I suppose, until someone knows they've seen it at the festival. Well, I see from the thumbnail though what they're talking about, that it's more
Yeah, it's
sharp
that sharp edge. It
curve.
shouldn't have it.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm,
A radar dish is always curved at the end. It needs to be.
yeah. Yeah, they're normally made from fiberglass, I think. But I don't know, could they do it from carbon fiber now? So you won't believe what we discovered deep in the cave. I had a quick look at that one, and it was, I didn't see anything that they found in the cave. They're not going to tell us, so you have to watch it.
I found that boring. Absolutely boring. The
Yes,
reason being
that's what I
that
said.
it's a
That's
repost.
exactly.
It's a
I
repost
think it
from
might.
about
I
10
thought I've
months
seen
ago.
it before.
Yeah, it's a repost.
Yeah. Did they actually find anything in it? Because I never watched it the first time either.
Yeah, they get down to the bottom, and what you're showing there is what they find. They find a room with pipes and wires. They don't stay in the room very long. They found terminals, like terminal power, like fuse boxes, if you like. But there's no actual power, because if I remember rightly, he does try one of the switches. Um,
All
but
right.
yeah, it's a repost from pretty much a year ago.
And see, that's again dishonest. If it's a repost, it should say in the title,
I mean, they
unless it's an
might have
update.
added, yeah, it may have been an update, but why not say update? Because a lot of the footage was the same footage, like where they put the little train thing on the rails and it gets
Yeah.
stuck part way. It all happened
Yeah.
before. Deja vu.
And that's Dr. Greer one, which you probably haven't seen, but I didn't actually show too much of it. He's at the very beginning. I don't know what it was about. I didn't put closed captions on. But it looks like a documentary that they've sort of got permission to replay part of it or promote it.
Yeah, I think they're getting a lot of these through, the whole Gaia thing,
All right.
the Gaia
Are they
website.
free to use? Are they
I
free
don't know
though?
whether they're free to use, but I would presume, I mean, the boys, they're not retards, whether you like the stuff or not. You know, they are not stupid enough to put up something that they haven't got permission to. Their channel is too big to be taken down by a
Oh yeah.
stupid
Mm.
copyright infraction. They wouldn't make a stupid
But
mistake like
but
that.
the
So
way
I'm
the web's
sure
going
they've
now,
got permission. Yeah, but if they've got
yeah,
permission, you know,
yeah, if you get permission, that's good. But the way the web's going now, if you do a commentary like we're doing on just skimming through, it's getting so crazy now. You could get the video deleted or even lose your channel. and that's what reporters do. They show clips of various things and they talk about it. So why is YouTube going to be any different? You know. But yeah, that's that documentary. I'm not sure if it's really worth watching. As soon as I see Dr. Greer, I'm sort of always switched off.
I did actually watch
Apparently,
that one fully.
yeah, apparently, if you criticise Dr. Greer, he comes after you.
Boo. Woo.
Yeah, I've been talking privately to people about him, and some of the stories they say about him in private is just amazing. Anyway, what's this one here? I think that's a new one. What police witness can't be explained? Yeah, a cloud. Is this it? Looks like a reflection. Was that a lens flare going on here? What's your thoughts on this one?
Was this the one that Tyler put out? Or was this another third face?
No, Tyler one, I think, was fireworks. It was on time lapse as well. You may not noticed. And I think they modified the sounds, so it was like a hoax video. Flashes in the Sky, his one was called. So, have we got captions on? Oh, look, they got my channel name there, out there. Yeah, and see what's going on. So they said, they're giving us permission out there to see what's going on. So we're going to look at it. A huge golden glow. Doesn't look like golden glow to me. I really hate these type of videos where it's just a light in the sky. Don't know about you. They're not exciting.
Unfortunately, it's the nature of the beast, isn't it?
Well, let's see. Let's see. What's it going to be for this one? It's going to be maybe a light reflecting off a window behind the camera. And they're just switching on a torch with maybe some LED lights. And we're getting sort of like a lens flare happening here, or another reflection down here. Or it's going to be maybe some military flares, but it doesn't sort of have the spacing thing happening going on. And it's got funny movement happening too. I don't think it's a SpaceX launch. That can create some funny patterns in the sky.
No, I don't think it was a launch myself.
Could be flares still, but now what's happened now? Has it gone to another video? Because it looks lighter there. Oh, they're zoomed back, have they? So is he filming it through a car window? Which is a bit suspect to me. And now what's going on? Oh look, we can see it's in a window. See it looked like it had reflections there a minute as it was scrolling. Yeah, gone back too far, have I? It was about here, wasn't it? See it zoomed off then? The light, the little pin light zoomed off. looks a bit fake to me. Reflection in the window. Let's see. Can we get it up? There it is. Little lights here. Let's see. Spinning back and forth here like that. I don't think a drone could move that quick. And look, we've got some. Look, it's inside a car. See here? You're filming it through a car window. Is this not the same guy or another video of the same event? And that looks like a different angle. Another camera. Yeah. I think people probably make fake videos and send it into these guys because they think they will put up regardless, you know. I would look at it and think, no, I'm not putting that rubbish up, but they'll just put it up because they'll get views from it. Hang on, I've seen this one before. The three lights.
In truth, in actual fact, people probably don't send you that much footage because they know that if you call them out, you're going to slight them. So isn't it easier to send it to somebody that's going to say, could this be the greatest footage in the world? Could this be proof? And they'll put it up, and then it's for everybody to make their own mind up. Because isn't that the normal comment at the end? I'm not saying it's a UFO, but if it is.
I think these are all different videos linked together, and I think even this one here is like a laser pointer reflecting off the car window, and they're just moving the points in close together and then zooming it back out again. See that? They probably got two laser pointers between their fingers, or maybe three, and just squeezing them in and out. Or they've put it in some sort of contraction.
If it was
device.
laser pointers, it was actually very well done by whoever was holding the laser pointers. I think it's more likely, if it is a reflection, that it was actually something that they were rotating and turning back, something with three lights on. Because when you watch it, the movement of the three lights going in and then moving out, it does kind of make you think that it's something.
It looks like it's rotating. Yeah, it's definitely rotating. But then they weren't evenly parted there, I see. We'll go back to it. See if I can zoom in more on it.
Just so you know, Paul, I've got about an hour left. I need to get my head down. Looking forward to the England game tonight.
Oh, that's all right. I won't be running long tonight anyway. I just fancy to do a live stream and chat to people, or just catch up. The ISP will be going down in 2 hours anyway, so yeah, sort of strange. So these could be a load of videos they've got over the years, and they've linked them all together because it says down here 2018, 2019. So they've gone ahead in future. Surely they mean 2017 to 2018. But you can see, even I showed you my cam in the window, which was just street lights. Did you see that? And I've actually got a TR3B outside the house. And it comes up with a triangle in the corner. It's just so easy to make stuff like this up using LED lights and stuff, you know. Of course, shining it through a window. So they're just, like you said, they're just repeating stuff and just trying to get the views up, perhaps, without doing too much work. How's their volcano going? I haven't heard much on TV about it anymore.
No, the television over here doesn't talk about it much, to be perfectly honest. Third
It must
phase's
have settled down, I
volcano
think.
is some of the best footage I've seen. It's better than
Oh,
what
yeah.
we're seeing on the news over here. You know, they've done a really good job, in my opinion, with
Yeah.
the
They got to access areas
volcano footage.
reported it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But even so, he still makes me laugh when I see him. The way he walks and talks, and I don't know. They're just kind of funny pair, really. And they're climbing up on a mound of lava that's probably just cooled about a day or so ago. And you're thinking, something's going to go wrong soon if they're not careful. So I'm not sure why he put what police witnesses can't be explained on that one that we were just looking at, which was a collection of videos that they tied together. So what's this one? Something strange is happening above us. So have a look at that one. I did ask Robert if he wanted to join us, but I haven't heard from him again today. So this looks like, again, another video they've taken from somewhere and reusing it.
Does it
Like
mention
a
in the
documentary.
description like Gaia.com or whatever it's called?
I just think it's a collection of videos again. What's happening above us, hasn't got a date or anything, just a year number. So they're just compiling stuff and just putting it up.
The thing is, though, it's hard when you run a YouTube channel and with a topic like this, realistically, if you only put out genuine footage of what could be a UFO or, a UFO being either an unidentified flying object, which is the
Mm,
definition of the whole thing, or
yep,
unidentified flying object, possibly from another planet, possibly with aliens in. How much footage can you put up? Because realistically, there ain't that much footage coming in daily. There's that many
no,
fakes, that many hoaxes.
yep,
Um, but that's why I understand channels like this maybe going over old cases and going in depth and maybe giving
yep,
out, if they're able to, a snippet of new information if new information has come out. But
yep.
Tyler puts out at least one video pretty much every day of the week. Holy shit, how many UFOs does he see?
Mm. Well, there's no reason that Tyler can't go out nighttime hunting himself and make a weekly episode.
Well, he does stay up
That,
overnight.
yeah, it
He-
does, yeah. Well, you could even set up one on his house that looks skyward all the time and just have it running live 24/7 because people will just watch it, won't they? So,
But if he does that, what's he going to
we'll have a look
capture? A black car outside his house and say it's the men in black come to get him.
at.
And then
Yeah.
when they're outside, he jumps on his frigging motorbike, pisses off somewhere, leaves his missus in the house alone, and then fucking
Mm,
ends up having an accident.
yeah. Well, I read a comment about his accent. Apparently, someone said he was high on oxy. What do you call it? Those painkillers, oxys. And he barely missed a person walking along the footpath going around his house, and he went past the person and slipped sideways on the lawn or something. That's what I heard. So
I
I couldn't verify that story.
I don't know. When you saw the
But
pictures of him in hospital, if all of that was legit, then it was more than just falling over. You know, I'm not going to
well,
diss
he
the
did
guy
say he
for
fell
whatever
over.
happened to him.
Yeah,
He said the bike fell
but
on him or something as well, didn't he?
mm,
I
yeah,
mean,
it would have broken a few bones because
I don't wish any bad on the guy. I just wish that he wouldn't put out some of the stuff that he puts out because he is quite entertaining. And if Tyler actually made the move and started following the right course, not putting out crap, Tyler would be a huge influence to put out good
I
stuff
think,
because he is
seriously though, I
reasonably
think he's blowing
entertaining.
it. Yeah, but I think he's blowing it because all the serious UFO people that's not even on the online community know about him already, and they just laugh, and they won't go on his channel for an interview. All the serious people, like people from MUFON, wouldn't show their faces on it, and probably some of those book writers either as well, unless they're hoaxers themselves. And there are a few hoaxers out there that promote rubbish. I don't know what you think of the ancient aliens guys, but I sort of have mixed feelings about them myself. Giorgio, I kind of like. He's kind of entertaining. So I don't know what you think about those guys. But you ever watched Ancient Aliens Debunked documentary? It's about 5.5 hours long, and it's well worth having a watch. Have you seen it? I could probably bring it up. It's well worth having a watch of it. Just type in ancient, back to that small font, ancient aliens. Yeah. And it's got the full movie here. Now, I'm not sure if that's the full one or not because they're saying, I thought it was 5 hours. Let's have a look. A lot of them are duplicates everywhere. I thought it was 5 hours.
I'll be
The
back
one
in one
after
sec.
was an update one. Okay. So that's well worth watching. Let's just check out this one. And see if it's the right one. Looks like the right one. I'll just post it on the side. So, I'll just wait for QVid to get back.
I'm back, mate.
Are you back?
Just got
I
back.
posted the link on the side here of that documentary. It's well worth having a watch. And they talk about the golden plane, which is actually just a fish, and how they moved the blocks and how they fit them together. And it's quite interesting. So this is the ones that Tyler brought out, and the last one I looked at was this one here, which I think is fireworks. So I'll just bring it up on time lapse. But unfortunately, you can't play the sound. Looks like he isn't playing it there. Go back a wee bit. There you go. This was on the 5th of July, which sort of matches the 4th of July celebrations. At first I thought it was lightning, but then I thought, it kind of looks like gunpowder smoke coming off, but it's sort of smudgy around the outside. Why does he suddenly move the camera upwards to the corner? Now he's repeating it again. Some thought it was a reflection in the window using a what do you call it? The Tesla core, the little lights you can get, which is not a bad guess. I just wonder if it's just fireworks going off. I didn't actually look into it or not. See, if that's fireworks going off into a cloud layer and it's on time lapse, that would make sense. But it wouldn't be like a professional fireworks. It looks too small. You know, normally when they explode, they like those big globes that expand outwards, all different colours. Yeah, it's hard to pin that one. I'd have to see the original video probably, just to make sure it wasn't faked. So what people need to do is they need to take a normal photograph, because it has the metadata and proves that you're taking the same scene at the same time. Because videos, the MP4 containers don't store all the extra information. It's like a header, you know, part of the header of the video. All it will store is stuff like timing and the date maybe in it. And what did the guys down here say? So they're saying it's lightning. Someone vamping with a laser. This could be, I suppose. Cameraman silence. But even what the H? Toxic fumes rising from pits. Set off firecrackers, so someone said it's fireworks there. There you go. And it's filming the reflection in the window, which could be. So it could be double, you know, trickery.
But it's a shame that all these people given these. It's a shame that all the people given the comments that could be right, like a reflection, like fireworks. It's a pity that they still go back to his flaming channel and don't come over to the likes of yours.
Yeah, it's whenever you've seen an update video done by Tyler, they'd say, "Oh, this one's been debunked." Never. And look, it's all clickbait. I can't explain what just happened above New Jersey, you know. And if you go to the original video, even he's got a wee bit better a title. This is the original. As soon as it loads. Oh, no, maybe he's deleted it. Maybe it was further down. Hang on. I know it's here somewhere. This one here. I was going to open it in a new window. Too bad. Amazing flames in the sky. Flashes, I mean, not flames. So there's the original video. So it does look like it's a reflection, because don't we see some glare down here as it moves? I still think it could be time-lapsed as well, from like a security camera. But you'd have to listen to that one yourself, I guess. I don't think there was any explosions or anything. See how it goes upwards? That's kind of strange as well at the end. I think this guy was just trying to get subs and views, obviously. World secrets. What's it say here? Mysterious flashes in the sky over New Jersey. Not the typical light in the sky. Not really a UFO, but an aerial phenomenon, nonetheless. And you see the date, 5th of July. So this could have been recorded on the 4th of July when they were doing fireworks, or maybe they were setting off fireworks illegally in the backyards and just recording it flashing in the window. Has anyone here said anything about it? I reckon it's
No.
an awesome video.
It's
Hello,
interesting
fans.
though.
Can I have
It's
permission?
interesting though that the person who actually put the video out said not a UFO, but some sort of phenomena in the sky. I mean, at least they're being relatively honest because, you know, it is easy to misconstrue what you're looking at.
Oh, here we go. This guy reckons he's seen that video before. So maybe we can do a search on it somehow. You'd probably have to get a screen snap and do an image search, see if you can find the image on another channel.
The thing is, if it has already been reposted before, all they have to do is turn it 180 degrees, and that kind of
Yeah.
cocks your search up.
Or they can change the audio as well for it. It's quite easy to do in AVI Max. You just put any audio you want from another, say, like a video of you mucking around in the house, so you're not actually hearing the explosions. But if he stole the video, he hasn't actually said. Who's good at tracking down these video being reused is Scott Brando. He does a lot of that, or some of his team that he works with. So I guess you would have to take a screen snapshot with that tool I use and maybe do a search, but not sure if it's going to work because you'd have to get a unique picture. It'd have to be really unique. Google will probably try and match it to. You could search for a similar name like flashes in the sky. Where's the search line gone? Oh, it's up the top. Strange flashes in the sky. Yeah, you see what I mean? Well, that one looks similar. I know. It's driving along though. Crazy flashes in the sky. That one looks similar. 4 months ago. Like I said, these videos don't excite me at all. Oh god, that could be anything, couldn't it? Could be a forest fire off in the distance, or a transformer blowing up. It could be even a police cop light spinning around in the distance in the fog. Yeah, it could be. How many hits did he get for that one? He's only got 12 subscribers. So obviously people weren't impressed with it. What did they say? I saw lights like this. I hope you have. We've all seen lights like that.
See,
It's
the thing
amazing
is,
what rubbish people put up. Weird.
but
Yep,
the
go
thing
on.
is, to be fair to the guy, if he's only got 12 subscribers, like he was saying at the beginning, that video is gonna barely be seen by people. So it
Looks
could
like
be,
someone's asked
you know, it could be legit
3
and
days
just not being
ago.
seen.
Looks like they got it from a web page because this one's doing a report on it by the looks of it. Same one. Looks like it's on UK or something, is it? Reg. And what website is it? That's what we were just looking at, that website. So obviously that he got promotion on a newspaper. Was it? It looked like a newspaper. Oh no, it could be YouTube he's looking at. He's doing a screen grab like we're doing. Yeah, that's what he's done. I thought it was like express.co.uk or something. And they're saying it's a reflection of a light inside as well. But I reckon it's fireworks with a reflection. But it's hard to know. It could be a plasma light that they're talking about, because it does do that sort of pattern. I think you'd have to try and duplicate it and say, here you go, side by side. So yeah, we're not going to be able to find a solution for that one either. I closed it down by mistake. What was the last one he had up? Oh, that one there. Talking about the explosion out in space. And someone did a video about it, calling him a, what was it now? A naughty beaver. Have you seen that one?
Yes, I saw
Alien
that
Addict
comment.
put it up as well. Yeah, that was this one here, for this video that came out 1 day ago. But he goes on about that meteorite that crashed into the ocean on March 7th, I think it was, and NASA were trying to find it in the bottom of the ocean, because obviously it would have a lot of vital information they could get from it, from how it was made, and because it's probably got a hard iron core, it didn't break up like most meteorites would. So he's talking about that one there, and he's saying he still thinks it's a UFO, blah, blah, blah. And we got no closed captions for it yet. That's strange. It's good emanation, wherever we got that from. I think it's on a web page.
Yeah, see, my issue with that is just some sort of stock footage. You know, you've got websites where if you pay X amount per month, you can use any of their footage. And that's all that is. But he also used that in his thumbnail. And, you know, if you're going to do a thumbnail, do a thumbnail of actual footage rather than a big UFO flying in front of the screen. And then when you see the actual video, it's got nothing to do with the actual footage that the person took.
My problem was the title. He said something big crashed into the ocean. Instead of saying NASA are going to research the bottom of the ocean for a big meteorite, it wasn't in the title at all. Nothing about meteorite. He didn't even say meteorite or UFO crashed in the ocean. At least that would be a bit better. So he does that at the beginning. Then he talks about this one here with the space thing happening. And he's relating it to this thing here as well. Now he's talking about this. We ain't got closed captions, so... But he was talking about some massive explosion, I guess. And the scientists don't know what it was. Pan stars. And some guy was calling him a naughty beaver. And now he's on to another video here, which again looks like that Cloud UFO thing that we were looking at, but this one could be just another variation on it. We've got no reference points. Looks like it's actually been recorded on a screen. See the edge here? Or a table? This looks very strange, is it? Or maybe a house roof, is it? Could be a house roof.
Yeah, I thought it was a house roof.
I must admit, I haven't... Yeah, could be a house roof. See, he hasn't panned down to give us any sort of references. He's looking at the same thing all the time. You know, you'd pan around, give people a reference idea to prove that it's not a fake, you know? I don't know if there's been anything updated on this particular site at all. You'd have to do a search on Google and hunt down, I guess. But I suppose we could do a quick search. What day was that? 9th of July. We've got another side guest, Mark White. Yeah, he said it's a roof of the house. But I just wish he just panned down a bit more, you see, and gave us a bit more clues. Did he have a link to it at all? Sunset flash, green comet, strange clouds here. So it's someone else's YouTube channel, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, Mark is one of our Australian guests.
All right. How many Australian guests do we normally have? There's another one called Jules Verne that was from Australia as well. That was on the other day. Unless that's him with a different account name. But I haven't seen any clouds like that unless it's a plane contrail, which is possible. If you had a plane go this way and then turn, I sort of have seen solid ones like that. I just think it's just a way it's lighted. You know, you got the sun up the top here, so underneath the cloud's going to be dark. It's probably just a passenger jet that flew by. Then probably if you plug it into plane finder, you probably can find out if we got the exact time. But we got 9th. What day is it? July the 3rd here. So it's a week old, but we haven't got a timestamp. Well, Mark's saying he knows Jules Verne. Yeah, it's a small UFO community we have here.
See, I think that's a really cool picture. I think it does look cool, but I don't think it's related to UFOs in any way whatsoever. It's just a phenomenon.
It's not a contrail. It could be.
It doesn't look like a contrail to me. But
I've seen similar contrails, yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep. I just thought you dropped off. Because that ISP could cut us off any time, of course. So I'm not sure what's going to go down tonight. But last night it happened just as we finished talking privately. I thought that's really strange. We could probably do a Google search. So we're looking at 3rd of July. UK, wasn't it? UK one? Or Jersey? Jersey. Was it Jersey? You have to go back. No, Southern England. East Sussex. East Sussex, maybe.
So a question to Mark in chat. Mark, have you seen anything recently, say within the last week or two, that you think is extremely good footage?
It's not. I can't spell. Strange cloud, I don't know. Cloud. You think that one would make the UK papers, though, wouldn't you? Because they like that sort of thing. Yeah. Hasn't popped up in the keywords I used there. I know you get strange ones called barrel clouds. that sort of roll in off the sea. They'll come up there. Strange. I think some newspaper would pick it up. Unless it wasn't 3rd of July. That one there was a hoax. That was actually a kite, and they superimposed it over a cloud of a shopping mall or something. See, here's another one. Tube cloud, so that one is strange. But you do get tubes when you get tornadoes. Tornadoes that don't actually form, they can form the tubes like that. But I haven't seen anything in UK like a tube cloud. You normally get those in Texas, don't you?
We got hit by one a couple of years ago, but it was only a small thing. Yeah. It was like a miniature, whatever, whatever you want to call it. Destroyed a couple of houses, did a bit of damage, but it's not very often something like that touches down over here.
See, that one looks like almost like a tornado forming in this one, but it didn't actually form. Some they call them like dust clouds or dust devils, don't they? The smaller ones. But if you ever watched that show on TV called Chasing Tornadoes or something, it has that guy called Rick and his special funny shaped car that's made from armored plating. Do you ever watch that? Have you watched that guy?
I don't think so.
Jason. See if I can find his car. His car's pretty cool. Jason, I think it's called. Another Discovery Channel one, I think. No, National Graphic looks it. They have these strange cars that they put armor plating on, but he modified it. That's not the latest one. The new one looks even more cool. So like a black thing from a sci-fi movie. They're not going to give us a picture of it. Great car. There you go. It looks pretty cool. That's what we're after. It's not going to give us a big picture. Storm Chasers, that's what it's called. Looks like something from what's that movie in the future where they live in a dome? Not Blade Runner.
You don't mean Mad Max?
Isn't it terrible that you forget? Yeah, it's kind of like Mad Max, but you can see they've got some crazy designs. Looks like they might even be making a new one here, are they? Intercept, they call it. Tornado and Interceptor. Because they make it low to the ground, it lowers down on hydraulics, so the wind can't lift it up, and it's very heavy. And they got a lot of
in Mad Max, wasn't his car supposed to be an interceptor or called an interceptor or something? I might be remembering that wrongly, but
yeah, they've painted it there. Or was that the older version? They call it the Dominator there. What's that one there called? TJV2. Second chasing vehicle. Yeah, it's quite an interesting show. It's worth having a watch a few episodes of it if it's on. But yeah, we're trying to find this Southern England one, but wasn't working with our search. Maybe just put July and And England, maybe. Sometimes it pops up like that rocket tank one. That was so instant, wasn't it? Just with the right words, and you got an exact match. Ugh.
Get yourself a new keyboard, Paul.
I need new eyes. And here we go. Oh, here we go. We got some interesting ones, but we can't see that one.
Yeah, Mark's saying in chat it was a Ford Interceptor.
Could be. No, that's not coming up. Obviously, his Cloud UFO one is still not popular, even though UK mags used to pick up stories from Security 10 on those type ones. Where was that going? That was here. They would have gone straight to the guy, Joe. Because Security 10 didn't used to list all the sources in his videos. Sometimes you'd just use them and hope they didn't complain. But he's too big now, so he's got to be more careful, you see. Me, I don't care too much, you know, because I don't make any money from it anyway.
Yeah, and unfortunately, over here we've got. Unfortunately, over here we've got the mail and mirror, and then we've got the other piece of crap that only has 3 letters in it that I won't even say because it's a freaking rag.
Does it rhyme with bun?
Yes, it does, and that's all it's fit to wipe. But yeah, they will jump on that because they're just after stories. They don't care about what crap they put out. And unfortunately, the Mail and the Mirror have tended to go the same way. So when you get somebody big on YouTube like Tyler coming out with, "Ooh, this is epic, blah, blah, blah." Oh, yeah, let's make a story. And then he gets publicity, he gets more viewers. Do you know what? Sod them.
Well, people will wise up eventually, I guess. Especially as they get older. I think as you get older, you become more skeptical of governments and what you see on TV and YouTube, and it's just a matter of just getting used to it, I suppose. I think once you realise you've been conned, no, I think a lot of us watched Security 10 because we thought he was going to be legit putting up UFO videos and saying this is what I've got, and we didn't question it much. But I always wondered why he didn't do proper analysis like the experts would do, why running it through metadata and doing what I was doing with the stabilization and, you know, all stuff like that. You know, it's not too hard to do, especially if the people send you the link to the original. Also, there's no reason why a lot of his videos that he didn't have a link to, like a Google Drive, where anyone can download and do their own analysis after he's put it up for the people. Because that's the way you find out if it's been tampered with, you know, if it's not legit, you know, the front timing's out or the lights is not right. And and I've noticed sometimes he doesn't zoom in very much, and if you zoom in more, you can see like that one he did a few days ago, the other cloud one. Let's see, I talked about it in last live stream. This one here, I think you missed that one. This one's a cloud, and it hung up in the sky for a couple of hours, and someone posted in the comments, I took a snapshot and posted it to my Twitter and whatnot. They said they were there too and saw the same cloud, and it broke up 2 hours after. It looks like a still night. You can't see the trees moving in the background here. At first, I thought it was maybe a smudge on the window. If I go back to the beginning, I thought maybe he's filming through glass, because that's the closest zoom we got. But if you zoom in even further and change the colors, you can see it's not going to be a UFO, because it's not symmetrical.
But what got me
And
about
you can
that
see it's got
video,
sort of cloudy.
what got me
Yeah.
about that video was he said that the guy had seen it there for hours, it was hovering, it wasn't moving, and you can blatantly see that this is a symmetrical craft. Well, when you look at it properly, no, it isn't symmetrical. It looks it a little bit
No.
when you first glance at it, but what got me
If
was
it's far
later
enough away.
on, he actually shows a picture of it where the UFO has grown a little bit of a UFO on top of it, where you've got a little cloud in the
Well,
middle above of the cloud that we're looking at.
mm, why would you stop filming? You'd film it until it disappeared, wouldn't you, as well? If you're seeing a UFO, you wouldn't just stop filming. you would just you'd grab another camera or put it on charge or something and make sure you keep filming it. So it's all suspicious. But if you zoom in here, you can see it's got a lot of reflections in the window. You can see the camera light here. You can see the outline of the smartphone. He's got it portrait, is it? Yeah, looks like it's filmed it in portrait.
We'll move
You can see the
forward,
shadow
Paul.
here. Look, goes upwards.
Move forward
Move forward,
to the
yeah.
part where he shows the little bit above it, which he says, could that be showing like a dome on top or whatever? Well, if it is, why
I
didn't we
couldn't.
see that dome before?
That you mean secure team was saying that, not the guy.
Yep. Secure team was
Here we
saying that.
go. Let's see more reflections on the window. So why is he not outside filming it? Filming it through a window. So you don't do that. I think Secure Team 10 needs to watch some of my lives to learn how to use some of the tools I do, because he just mucks around with the contrast and zoom, and that's it. If you want to do proper analysis, you can't just do that. But you can see it's definitely not symmetrical. Now look, was that moving along a wee bit? It has moved along a wee bit from the original. It
Yeah,
was over here to start with,
it
wasn't it?
does drift over time, but the guy was saying that this had happened over hours and hours. Because he'd then gone into his back kitchen and looked through his window, and it was still there in the same place, although his angle has completely changed.
I'll see if I can find the comment, but someone said they were living there and saw the same cloud. And I tried to look for it the other day and I couldn't. But in the comments, sometimes the comments vanish, as you know, if they don't want the secret getting out. Like what's his name? Angry Truth Seeker. But anyway, we'll scroll down.
Yeah, Paul, share
I'll
my
look for it
screen
on
for a
my
moment.
hang on. I'll just give you full focus. There you go. And I'll keep looking here on another screen for this comment.
Right, so on my screen, there
You
we
can
have,
talk to the guy.
yeah, we have the symmetrical UFO, which isn't symmetrical. And we now
Oh, right.
have a little bit on top, which, according to
Oh,
Tyler,
yeah.
that is probably the top of the UFO where the dome is. What makes somebody think that his UFO has got a dome? Is this because they've been watching B movies? Yes, maybe they do have a dome. I wouldn't know. I've never friggin' seen one. But this dome suddenly appears, even though the earlier shots where we should have been able to see that dome, even though you couldn't see it
Yeah.
then. But look, that's proof. There's a dome on top of the UFO. It's not quite in the middle, but it's close. Yeah, friggin' whatever, Tyler.
Yeah. He could be so honest, and people still watch his channel. In fact, he'd probably get more people watching it if he was more honest. I don't know what we can do about his channel, really, or about him.
All we can do is continually take the mickey out of him, and maybe one day he'll get up one morning and realize, you know what? 90%, 99% of what I've put on my channel is crap. Yes, it's made me a fortune, but maybe he could turn the way of getting rid of the crap. But his problem is, if he gets rid of the crap, he's got no video to put out that day.
Yeah, he's got to go out and film his own sightings, really, or just go around and interview people out in the street and that sort of stuff. You know, a bit like what Mike Dice used to do.
Well, that video was at 396,000 views. Now, let's say with the whole YouTube adpocalypse, let's say he's only getting $1 per 1,000 views.
Yeah.
That's
But you
a
don't remember,
hell of a lot of money. And he
well,
only made it a week ago.
you got to halve it because of ad blocker. So,
Well, instead of halving it, let's say he only gets $1 per 1,000 views. I mean, it used to be you'd get between $5 and $7 per 1,000 views. And then with ad blocker, you can knock that down to half to 3.5. And with the ad apocalypse, probably down to $2. So let's even halve that, $1 per 1,000 views. He's had 396,000 views. That is a good wage off that one video that he put out a week ago.
Very stressed. I need to make sure everything
I
is
found
ready.
the image, so I'll just see.
Mark's just jumped into the chat. Hello, Mark. How are you, mate?
Yeah.
All right.
G'day.
I've got it fixed on QVid's video at the moment, though, so they only see QVid.
What?
Hang on.
All right.
I'll just see if I
I've
can...
got a picture of
There you
a
go.
cloud
Hang on.
that's come another cloud.
You got another cloud. Hang on. This is a comment to that cloud one that we're talking about at the moment. And I'll just flick it to my screen again. There we go. And here it says, I was in Leeds, West Yorkshire, UK, and could see this too. It didn't move. It was 100% cloud. It was in the sky for the entire evening. Didn't take a picture. After a while, the cloud just broke up. Not a UFO. So that's what someone said. I'm not sure if that comment's still on the list or it's been deleted, but I couldn't find it. So there you go. Someone that actually lives in the area is a good way to actually ask to see what their opinion is. And the fact is, if this was a UFO, you'd expect a lot of people to be filming it and also have it up on YouTube and also on the magazines. I can hear radio or TV in the background. Is that you, Mike?
Yeah, it's my missus watching TV.
All right.
Hold on. I'm trying to find out a way to send this photo I've got of a cloud. I took a photo of this cloud out front of
your desktop. Can't you share your desktop like me and QVid do?
Mate, I'm crippled. Disabled, and for me to go to my desktop, I'd have to move a whole lot of stuff.
I mean your Windows desktop on your laptop.
Yeah, I think Mark is on his phone at the moment.
Oh, right. I understand.
I'm on two tablets and a phone at the same time.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty ingenious.
You could probably just
all my elements and my food is going out now.
upload it to Google Drive, and you could share it and then just post it inside comments, or you could send it, email it to me. So for
I
mine's a
was
long
trying to
email.
put it on Hangouts.
Yeah.
So you could take it up there.
Yeah, I can sort that, Mark.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, probably. Well, I could give you an email and you could email it to me.
This happened in front of me. I was just happened to be looking at the sky at chemtrails on my right, but my eye I seen this a square. It's like nearly a square just come out of a cloud and then sit beside it, and you can see where it came out of the cloud.
Right.
And I just thought that was, and that day I seen a few weird things happen in the sky. I
It's
seen a
quite,
swan.
yeah, it's
There
quite
was
common that people talk about clouds follow them, and they're saying they're actually UFOs, but they disguise themselves as clouds. Now, no one's actually filmed this on video for us to see this, but when you hear people talking about cloud UFOs, you think they're going to wee bit loose in the head because they got no evidence of it, you see. And they take still photographs, and of course, it looks like a cloud. And I had someone on Twitter sending me pictures like that, and there's nothing I could do with it, of course. But if you've got an object coming out of a cloud, that sounds a bit more interesting, especially if we can get a date and time. We can plug it into Plane Finder and eliminate it as a plane. And we can zoom in and we can see if it's following air currents, see what the weather patterns were that day, and
you can actually see it by the trail that's coming off it. I'm looking at it now.
have you got him on private there, QVid? He could post it straight to your private, and you can then just share it on your screen.
Yeah, Mark's got me on private. Mark,
Yep, carry on.
I was going to say, Mark, I'm just going to mute your audio for 1 sec. Just
Yeah,
unmute
go.
yourself. I just want to tell Paul something.
Righto.
Paul, we have a gentleman, Ryan McKenzie, in the chat who's saying, I don't know where to share this, but about 4 hours ago, looking southeast, he hasn't said where he actually is. I spotted a star and then a kind of weak light just left and exactly vertical to it. Suddenly it moved just below it in a split second. He goes on to say, right now, after that, I ran inside the house because I'm scared. I saw something and that I shouldn't have. I only started star watching today as a random thing, so I'm not sure if I saw something common or actually saw something else. After immediately telling my brother, I stayed in the house for about 20 minutes because I've never experienced something like this.
Yeah.
It scared me.
So there's no video of it. He just saw it with his own eyes.
I'm not sure. Ryan, have you got video of it or pictures of it? If so, just post in the chat, mate. It will be delayed. Ryan won't see this for 20 seconds or so. But if you want to share your stuff, mate, you could always send it to Paul. This is his channel we're on at the moment. Send it to him maybe by email, depending on how big. Right, he's saying no video, just me and my binoculars.
Okay.
That's
a
it's
shame.
a pity. Yeah, it's a pity you didn't get video footage or some photographs, because other than that, it's kind of just word of mouth. And we're not going to dish you on here for word of mouth. I mean, my one good UFO sighting, I have no footage of it, and it happened in a split second, but it was verified the following day in a newspaper by a copper, a policeman. And the other thing I've only ever seen actually put out on my channel, but I do think that it's possibly a balloon, or as Dazza, the cameraman, said after he stabilized it, he thought it was a large kite that had gotten away. But without footage, it it's hard. Yeah. And I'm sorry to say that to you, Ryan, but it is hard. But please share your stuff, even if it is only what you believe you saw. Keep sharing, because one day you might just capture something, and then that's where, if we're able to have a proper look at it, we can either say, no, Ryan, it was just whatever, or
Balloon.
holy crap, what did you capture there? Because I
Mm.
can't explain it. Yeah.
Because there's so much fakes nowadays and misidentified stuff, like what we call identify flying objects that are classed as UFOs. It's sort of muddied the UFO field, and when we get a real case come to light, no one takes it seriously, you see, and everyone's skeptical. You know, Mojo's example, he could be legit. I'm not 100% sure what his video is, but I still presented it to everybody, and people could make up their final minds on it. But I did my full analysis on it. I didn't just bring it up and do a contrast and zoom only. I did quite a lot of work on it, and metadata and pictures even off his camera that he took it on. So I did a good video on his alien grey filmed in a UFO one, to see if I could see any forgery in it, like someone in a suit and talking in the background of people, or some other noise that is identifiable, like maybe a fire truck alarm going off or whatever. You know, that's how you do proper analysis. And all you can do is put it forward, and you're always going to have people say, yeah, it's fake, and you can have other people say, I'm not 100% sure. But a light in the sky that dashes in and out of a cloud, again, it could be just a Mylar balloon in a vortex air current that was spinning around. I've done a few video cases like that already, which some of them turned out to be shopping bags. So yeah, you just have to check out all my videos and compare it to what you see, I guess, and then you'll know if it's something abnormal. Normally, the best cases I've got is where the UFO shoots up vertically at impossible speeds and just blinks out. That's the best stories I've heard. But
And Ryan, if you've got a mobile phone, there are a couple of programs that you can download to it, particularly if you're using the likes of, say, Android. Satellite tracker and plane tracker, and those things, as long as you turn on your GPS, you aim it at the object you're looking at, and in real time, it will tell you if that is a plane with a tracking system turned on, as the majority of planes do. It will also tell you if it's a satellite, because the satellite tends to go from horizon to horizon within a couple of minutes. And depending on where you are and your perspective on the object when you first spot it, it would give you a good indication of whether you're looking at a plane or whether you're looking at a satellite. But that's just something to have a think about if this is something that you're thinking about keeping up. And please do, because if you're able to capture some really good footage, I would love to see it.
Everybody would. But what you do is just get a free Google Drive account. They give you 16 gigabytes to work with. I've got one, and I share private stuff, like private videos, with other UFO investigators to have a look at. That way, you can do the same. You can upload your UFO site is the Google Drive, and then you can share it to whatever UFO channel you want to, and they can also provide the link in the description, so any investigator can download it and do a proper investigation on it. But we always need the time and the date and the direction you're looking and GPS coordinates, so you can sort of plug it into the various apps out there. But because a lot of people don't use the real-time apps on the smartphone when they're looking up the sky, like they could use Plane Finder, which will give you pretty most planes up in the sky. There will be some that won't be listed because it uses the ID system and not the radar information. It would be good if they just added the radar information also on top. Then we could see all the objects in the sky that's visible, even military ones, which they turn off the ID, of course. But I was just looking for that cloud, and so far I found it down here, and it's a YouTube video, so it's to the same person. But look at this one here. I talked about this a year ago, the one that looks like a snowball in the sky. It's amazing how Mother Nature can do crazy stuff with clouds. So that's a natural phenomenon using probably vortex winds and ice crystals to form that. And it probably didn't hang around for hours. So, and here's one that looks like a teddy bear in the clouds. I think it might even be legit. It's hard to know. Been photoshopped. Photoshop is very hard to tell sometimes because some people are just so good at it nowadays. But it looks like a house here.
Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, what's Paul's email address, and I'll email this picture or someone.
Paul, do you want to throw your email up?
I have to look it up and cut and paste it to you. Hang on.
Or Mark, just send it to me on our private hangout, and I'll post it up and share my screen.
My email is actually on my YouTube channel in the About tab. You can get it that way, but I'll see if I can find it for you. I tried to send it through Hangouts, and I keep losing it. Oh. Okay, I'll post the email. Hopefully it comes out.
Yeah, Ryan in chat is saying that he downloaded all of those immediately. He's talking about the plane and the satellite app, and he's also got a star map. The thing is, with a star map, from the way you've described what you saw, it wouldn't be a star moving that fast unless it was, say, a shooting star. Now, I don't know whether they would come up. But I mean, Paul has just posted his email there. I'm sure Paul would be happy to have a look at anything you get in the future.
Beware if you're a hoaxer, though.
Oh yeah, if you're a hoaxer, you will get called out. If it's just, oh, look at that cloud there, Paul, on your screen. That looked like England.
That one there. It does too, The cloud looks like Britain.
There's yeah, floating in the sky.
It's amazing.
Whoa, England has taken off.
I was just trying to find that long tubular one. I'm sure I've seen similar clouds to that one as well. But I love these UFO clouds. They're really cool. You get all sorts of crazy ones. Look at that one. You'd swear that they're artificial, wouldn't you? Yeah, there's a whole heap of them. Here's another one. It's a UFO cloud. Looks like it's got a plane up in the corner here, so it looks like it's legit. There you go. Let me know if you send me your email, and I'll check.
Yeah, I'll just do it.
But yeah, I just can't find that tube cloud mentioned anywhere apart from that YouTube channel. Well, here's an interesting one. Looks like a horseshoe. Even zoom on it. Yeah, that definitely looks like a cloud, but you just don't know if it's been photoshopped or not, you know. What independent dot island is it? So it's on a news site.
And in answer to Ryan in the chat, yes, I am sure 100% if you capture something, whether it be film, whether it be picture, by all means send it to Paul. He would be more than happy to take a look at it. As I say, you do have to realise, Paul, if you try and hoax him, he will call you out on it. But if it's something legit or a misidentification, then send it to him, mate.
Yep. And of course, I don't just analyze it myself sometimes. If I'm not sure, I'll open it up to other experts in the field and ask their opinion on it as well. I've got contacts through MUFON California and also other people in UK that debunk stuff. So we're a community of guys looking for the real deal, and all we find are rubbish stuff so far, which is unfortunate. But the best ones always, the people don't take a video of it. Now, I've said many times, I've got some German friends who are outside having a ciggy on their balcony, and this silver craft lifted up behind the forest in their backyard, hovered there for a minute, and he said it was just like you see in the sci-fi movies, the silver classic saucer, and it shot up, straight up, disappeared within a few seconds into a spot of light, and it was evening. It wasn't fully dark, I think he said, but it's quite a few years ago now. I think it was back in 1990s, 91. So it's quite a long time ago since they were over in New Zealand visiting us from Germany. Oh, here we go. We got some tube clouds here. Look at these ones. UFO or crazy clouds. I know I've seen it before. And it's obviously taken from a plane, but they look more like what they call the rolling clouds, but it's formed strips. So we have to wait for QQQvid to come back and see what he thinks of that one.
I'm back, mate.
Here you go. Look at that one. Looks very similar to that other cloud that bends around. Look at that. And if you're underneath it, right, it would have a shadow going this way. But this is taken from a plane. You can see it's a plane. Yeah. Cessna or something like that.
I mean, it's a cool picture, but is that clouds, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know. But it's got a few copies here. Russia. Obviously, they played around with the contrast. That looks like the original one here from Russia. Another one that's changed the angle of it, is it? Or is it another one? Yeah, they've mirrored it. Mystery tubular crowds defy. So that's on wide. So that's on a mega. Let's just open it up. See what they say about it. It looks very similar to that one we just saw, though. And Sussex. So you say that? East Sussex. Long, crazy-looking clouds can grow to 600 miles and can move up to 35 miles per hour, causing problems for aircraft even on windless days. That so sounds like that cloud he saw in UK. Known as morning glory clouds. They appear every fall over Burketown, Queensland, Australia, remote town with fewer than 200 residents. So that's strange. They reckon it happens regularly. It almost looks the same to that UK one.
Mark, are you able to just mute your sound while you're not talking and just unmute yourself when it's just your background noise is quite loud, mate?
Is this how you do it?
Or you can adjust the mic volume as well, can't you? That's why you need noise cancelling software. There's a free program you can download. I was looking at it. It's called Gator. I'll bring it up. And what you can do is you can connect your microphone to it and then connect it to Hangouts. And it will only trigger when it detects a loud enough voice, like your actual voice. It's free. You can download, and it creates a driver on Windows. But you'd have to use a Windows phone or something, I guess. Don't know if they do a Android version or iPhone version. Noise Gator.
And to Ryan in chat, don't worry, mate. I understand that you might be dubious sharing stuff where you think you might get ripped. We will not rip you unless we believe you are faking.
Mm-hmm.
If it's something you have seen in the sky, I've got a video on my channel where I've never been ripped over it because it's a genuine piece of footage. Now, it might be a balloon, it might be a kite, it might be something else, but it's not fake. It's fake and hoax stuff that we will rip and tear apart. But apart from that, please share anything you capture, even if it's only so we can say, nice bit of footage, Ryan, but do you realise it's a cloud? Do you realise it's a star? Do you realise it's a plane? Do you realise? You get what I mean? But please don't step away from the arena because you think you're going to get ripped. You are only going to get ripped on Paul's channel if you fake and hoax stuff.
Is he still with us? Because I think he might have left. I see the viewers dropped from 7 to 4.
I think Ryan may still be here.
And Mark, I didn't get your email yet. Did you email the picture?
Yeah, Ryan's still here with us.
Okay. Mike's muted, I think. Did you mute him?
I'm still trying to get it
All
to
right.
come up screen. So let me keep working on it.
Okay, cool, Mark.
I just wonder if there's another way we can do it. You can upload it to picture sites, but then they compress it and change it, don't they? Google Drive is really the best option because you can upload your photograph and it leaves it as original. And that way we can download it and we can analyze it in metadata, the extra headers on it to make sure it's legit and all that, and it matches what you were saying.
Yeah, even if you're not able to send it to us right now, Mark, send it to Paul afterwards if you can by email, or send it to our private hangout.
I think
And I can send it to Paul then.
For some reason it highlighted out there in orange, but you have to cut the whole email like that. Let's see if I can zoom in. You have to highlight it, and then you can right click and say copy. Then you get the whole email. But it's the out there channel 2016 no spaces at gmail.com. It's easy enough to remember. It's just a long one, but as you know, you get a lot of spam and stuff going to your YouTube emails. So I stuck the year number on the end in case I later change it to the out there channel or something else on the end later to get rid of the spammers. But Google does a pretty good job at filtering out the junk, from what I see anyway. But yeah, that's quite an interesting one, those clouds there. Anyway, what were they called? Morning Glory.
It's a cool picture.
Yeah, I thought Morning Glory referred to something sexual.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. You don't want to get demonetized. Well, not that you are, but you know.
No. It's all right. I'm not too bothered too much about all that censorship and craziness that's going on. Well, it's got a wiki page on it, so that's a good sign. A rare phenomenon consisting of low-level atmospherics, solitary wave. Yep.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, carry on.
Look at that motion he's making with his left paw. I think he's injecting epinephrine into
Yep. What are you going to say, mate?
Yeah, I sent it to your email.
Oh, okay. I'll just do a search for it then. Because it only checks every 15 minutes, unless I manually do it. I use a tool called Pop Peeper, and it connects all my emails into one interface. It's really good, and it's free as well. Yep, it's arrived here. I'll just save it, and then we'll open it. It says it's 10K.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's how much I'm
not-
charging, $10,000.
It's come up here with Google Photos that you've used, so it's not actually attachment. You didn't send it as attachment.
Oh, I don't know what I've done or how I've done it.
Right.
Mate, I'm not computers. I just found a way. It said put email address, so I'll put an email address.
That's why it was so small. I thought it was a bit small because normally a decent camera photograph now can get up to about 10 megabytes in size or bigger. It's come
I
up
didn't realise
with
how handsome I was.
Google Photos, which I've never used. I post a link here so you can see. This is what I got. Why isn't it opening up?
Hey, everyone needs to stay to be questioned.
This is what you sent me in email.
Son was a mentor, an inspiration to me. He was giving.
And it says I have to join, does it?
That's it there. I can see it on the left.
Yeah. How do we save it? Well, how do we open it? Just click on it.
Do you see that part of it?
Save this photo. Save this to our library. Got it. Okay. So what are we going to look at here? We can zoom in by the looks of it.
No, you don't. Zoom out a bit. Zoom out.
Yep. Where are we going to look? Bottom right, bottom left.
See on the left of the photo that square?
Yeah.
See there?
Yeah.
Square cloud. If you go down a bit onto the other side line, you can see where it came from, out of the cloud.
What came out of the cloud again?
That square cloud came out of that part of that cloud while I was sitting there. It moved out. See on the right, on the left, just below the power line, is the gap where that was sitting. See that where you can see the trail going up to the square part, the cloud, where you've got your thing on it?
Yep. Here?
Yeah, it came out of, if you go down, under the power line, you'll see a similar, see that? Yeah, see that square? That was set in the corner of my eye. I seen something happening and I turned and that was moving. By the time I moved my camera up, it had stopped and I took the photo. I took more than one photo.
Yeah, I'll just look at on my screen while you're talking. Yep. So you see what he's saying there, QQQvid?
Yeah, it kind of does look like, if you like, the square, if that's what we're going to call it. It does kind of look like that square is missing from the lower cloud.
There, see the trail off it. You can actually see it's left the trail back to there. Look.
Well, I'll post it in the side, and QQQvid can load it in his if he wants.
At the doctors, it happened.
So what you're saying, it's not a UFO, but this is a strange cloud?
No, this is a cloud, and it happened. This happened in front of me. And
Well,
I
close
posted it straight to, Kyle, and I don't know, in one of his states he didn't get it, whatever, or and then the other one that I posted to Vern as well of when I was looking out the window and I could take a photo, it was a helicopter, and then the helicopter moved all of a sudden. And in the photos, I can see this sort of round thing in front of it, sort of, you can see through it.
Well, Mark, how long did it take the square that moved out the cloud to move out the cloud?
Yeah, not long at all. This happened in about, say, 7 seconds. I was sitting in the corner of my eye, I seen, you know, because I was looking up at the clouds, because on the right, further over, there was chemtrails. And I was looking at them, and then I just happened to be looking straight ahead, and then I could just see something, you know, you get something on the, you know, your outer vision, whatever it's called, and it's moving, and I looked, and I could see this cloud moving out, and then it just stopped. And that was it.
Yeah.
It stayed like that.
On clouds. It does look like it's pretty thin. But could that be an object inside the cloud there? It's possible.
Listen, it moved from there to there. I watched it. You can do all your CIG and GIC on it and all that. You'll see there's nothing being done to the photo.
Right. But you can see we get a lot of strange clouds, you know.
Yeah, but this moved in front of me.
Yeah.
For it to move that fast, that is interesting. Whether it just be a natural phenomena or not. But it is interesting.
On the same day, except for I couldn't pull my car over. I was on the freeway and in, you know, like jam, but traffic that was moving, but I couldn't stop and get out of the car or nothing. On my right, looking out of our driver's side window, because we drive on the right-hand side over here. I say to you, don't you, in Ireland? Out of there was a swan, a perfect swan in the cloud, where someone, you know, when they were doing chemtrails or something, decided they would put the lines through to make a swan.
As you can see, there's a lot of strange square clouds.
And then when I got home further, I've got photos of where I've taken it of the clouds of the sunlight coming through the cloud, and then further off from the cloud where, you know, it's a bit thinner, the cloud, you could see another sun. Yeah. And they were taken actually in my suburb. The other ones were taken in Coburg.
The only time I've seen like a punch in the crowd is normally where a plane flies through. So if a plane flies through this way, it can drag out a cloud chunk with it, with the air currents behind it.
Yeah, but will it then
it's possible.
I didn't see no plane.
That a stealth plane, which has probably got some cloaking that we're not seeing nowadays, because there's probably advanced so much, may have passed through there, because they are rectangular shape, these stealth craft that the Americans are making. Could easily punch a hole through the clouds and drag out a square pattern. So it doesn't necessarily have to be aliens, but it could be some top secret active cloaking that got on some stealth craft.
No, I just don't what it was. I know the clouds, and all I know was an old lady thought I was talking to my. Well, I was talking to myself. But you know, I was. What's going on? So I just got my phone up and hit the thing, took the photo, but it took a couple of photos of it. I think there's 3.
Yeah. I know there are some, because I've done an episode on square UFOs before, and a lot of them turned out to be banner planes. A lot of these videos were banner planes, but you couldn't see the plane towing the banner because it's quite quite a distance away from the banner, that people don't focus on the small, like a Cessna plane towing this banner. So they say it's got to be a like a cigar UFO or a rectangle UFO.
I'm not saying it's a UFO. I'm just saying
No.
you're talking about clouds, and
Yeah.
I've got photos of a weird cloud that happened right in front of me.
Well, I agree. That
It
is
wasn't
certainly
something
weird.
I seen. This actually happened. I mean, wasn't something I
Yep,
found on the
yep,
internet. This is something I've
yep,
seen that happened in front of me.
yeah. It's definitely looks like a cloud, and looks like it did come out, like you say. So yeah, it is a strange one because we've seen a lot of strange photographs of clouds just before.
And I seen your face, Stu, when I said about that swan. But I don't drink, mate. I seen a fucking swan up in there was a cloud. It was in how like as if you would draw it in straight lines, a swan. That's what it was. And perfect.
All right. Yeah, seeing with your own eyes is always going to be something unique. Then people don't see it, of course. You know, you could
It's
see
funny.
something amazing.
You can have two
Carry on.
people looking at the same cloud, and one person can say, "Oh, it's the minibus from Scooby Doo," and another person can say, "Oh no, it's definitely a sheep."
Well, what's
You know,
that photo I
planet.
sent you? What's the photo you're looking at that I sent? Is that a
It,
sheep?
are you talking about the square cloud that's come out of
Square.
the other cloud?
This one. You're talking about this one.
That
Yeah.
is, that's an unusual photograph, but I can't say what that is. But it
Maybe
is an interesting photograph.
It is. It's the cloud that's fucking come out of where that gap is, where it
It
roofs
does
back.
look like it. Yeah, it does look like it. Why it's done that, I
It
can't
doesn't matter
explain it.
if I was on drugs at the doctor's because I took the photo. So it wasn't my eyes playing up.
Oh
No.
no, I agree with you 100%, Mark. I say it's an unusual photo. How it can be explained, I am not sure right now.
If we actually had a video of it, it would have been even better. Of course,
Yeah,
you
well,
could see it coming
I
out.
wish we got a video of it.
What happened after you took that photograph as well? Did it sort of break up and disappear?
No, that sat there, and that was still there like that until the doctor came out and said to me, "Come on, Mark, it's your appointment. You'll go."
So, how long was it there in number of minutes?
And I sweat a lot and all that. I sit outside, and he knows. He just comes out to me there.
Yeah, but how long was that cloud up? Like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours?
I don't know because when I went in, I didn't see it until I came out again, and I didn't see it when I came out. But
Right.
that was my appointments go for exactly an hour. Sometimes they run over, and it wasn't there when I came out. But I sat there for at least 5 to 10 minutes,
Right.
and it was still there after it moved to where the photo. It was like that, just still there, slowly moving across with the cloud, but just exactly as you see it now. That's how it was until I went into the doctor.
Was it a windy day or calm day?
No, it was a calm day, and that just came out of the cloud. So that took about 5 to 7 seconds to come out, and then it was at least there. I was at least there watching it for 5 minutes at least before the doctor
Yes,
called me. And I tried to show the doctor. I'm going, have a look at that, and he's looking up and going, all right, because every time I go in there, I've got a new story for him. So he just goes there, all right, come on.
Yeah.
see, if it was a mild day, it's interesting that it came out of the other cloud so quickly. So it would make you think that something has come out the cloud that has made that happen.
Yeah, but what went through there to make that come out like that?
God
You
knows,
know,
mate.
have to be either very fast that was what I seen on the corner of my eye and made me look over and just seen the end part of it moving,
Mm,
or
mm.
it was invisible.
More to the point, why did it only take an outline? If it was a solid object moving through, wouldn't it have cut a whole square out of the cloud
Exactly.
rather
I'm
than
just
just
saying,
the outer edge?
I just seen that. Well, if you look at the cloud where it came from, it's got the same, pattern except for one. The one line I think on the left side of it depends, or the top of it, whichever way you're looking at it, it's got like a dent in it from where it came
It,
out.
yeah, it is similar though. I see where you're coming from, Mark.
No, it's not similar. It came out. I was watching. I
Yeah,
looked.
no, I'm talking about the photograph. The shape of the cloud that has come
Yeah,
out is very similar to the hole that looks as though it's being cut
maybe,
into the
maybe,
cloud it came out of.
maybe I should send you the photos of my the helicopter and the thing in front of it where Vern and you know were on there saying, oh, that's got to be a UFO. That's got to be a
Yeah.
UFO. Because I said, I don't know what it is. I just took the photos all in a row, and there's this thing in
I
front of the
think
helicopter. But the helicopter
there's a point. If it was
the
if it's
photos.
a UFO passing through the cloud layer real fast, you'd expect it to punch a hole and have like the vapor you got here, but you wouldn't expect the shape
Anyway,
to be like that. You know what I mean?
get
I
your
think
mates to go over it, whatever, with their CGI and all that, whatever. And
unfortunately, photos you can't really prove either way, really, because the video is different. Of course, photos can be photoshopped, so you could say, yeah, it could be Photoshop or it could be real, because people are really good with the Photoshop. But what you can do is you can save it maybe and put it through metadata to prove. What phone did you save it from?
what phone did I take it on?
Yeah, let's see if that
Just
works.
a Samsung
Right.
SH8. I mean 7. Is that a 7 or a 7, ain't it, Max? The Edge 7. The Edge 8's
Let's
out
see if
now.
it comes on. I don't know if it's saving that way. It's going to ruin the data on it though, but we'll give it a try.
Right, listen, guys, I am sorry, but I am gonna have to shoot off.
That's all right, because I got to wrap up soon anyway, because they're going to take down our ISP for maintenance. So
Right.
we'll just do
Yeah.
before you go. We'll just do a metadata check on this.
Yeah, go on, mate.
What is it? I'll just put it there. Hey,
Where is it? That one there.
hey, Vern, Q.
Yes.
In that photo, you see like underneath it, it's like chemtrails.
Yeah.
Because there were chemtrails all across the sky. And that's what I've actually got photos of the chemtrails. And that's what I was doing, taking photos of the chemtrails. And then I took them, put the phone down, and was just looking straight ahead. And then in the corner of my eye, I seen something, movement. I looked over, and there was this cloud coming out, in about a 7-second period, and stopped.
Well, that didn't work. Looks like it's got no metadata, no exit F data. So whether it's modified, it's saving it. I don't know. So how do you save it? So that's original. So at the moment,
I
we
don't know.
can't prove it was.
And then it came up a thing that,
Try that one.
and always to me, Q, beside it, this is just me, it always looks like a pair of sunglasses. Just the cloud. To the right of it, right where the marker is on it there, that always looks like a pair of sunglasses to me.
Yeah, let's see.
That's not a real pair of sunglasses in the clouds. I know you can't see it, but you drink beer and I don't.
No, that's pareidolia, mate.
Eh?
So,
I'm not crazy, mate, because I went back into the doctors and ended up showing him the photo. You know, he wouldn't look at it in the sky, just, yeah. And he goes, oh, yeah. It is weird, isn't it?
it's opening not very slow.
No worry,
It
mate.
is cool.
The
It is a
insurance,
cool photograph, Mark. It is a
Yeah,
the
good
insurance
photograph.
company psychiatrist thinks I'm crazy.
There you go. We confirmed it. So Samsung SMG935F camera that you were taking it on. And
Hey, look at that.
video too.
Look at
That's
that.
the photo.
It's even got the time I took it.
Yep.
Yep. That's
How
how
does
we
it do
prove
that?
things.
This
Well, it's
is
all-
how we. Well, this is how Paul tries to disprove or prove what people are saying. You know, if somebody says, "Oh yeah, I took this at 3 o'clock in the afternoon," and the metadata comes back and says, "No, they took it at 7 o'clock in the evening," then something doesn't match up there.
Yeah. Ring
Yeah.
my doctor. My appointments are at midday. And it was running late. 12:30. My appointments usually are.
But what you can do, you could open up Plane Finder and we could actually plug that time in that we've got from your photo and we can confirm whether there was no planes at that time. Was it not opening? So
Hey,
Plane Finder is a really good tool.
hey, do you know how to? So if I got a photo of somebody, because look, I'll tell you just a quick story. Paul, I've
What was
got
the
a friend of
location you
mine.
took that photo again?
That was location. It's called It was at Moreland, but it's Brunswick, Coburg, Brunswick.
It's Australia, Paul.
Yeah.
I was just a
I'm
bit
in
worried I
Australia.
was going to crash then. We had 10,000 planes on the screen.
Yeah.
How do you
Dude.
spell your city name?
Yeah, well, it's Coburg. It's right on the border of Coburg and
How do you
Brunswick.
spell it though? C?
Yeah, Coburg.
Hang on. C-O...
Burg. It might be West Coburg,
Yeah, my computer's running a bit slow.
but it's
Can't
also
even-
called Moreland and also Brunswick because it's on the border.
Oh, maybe we can look at it another day. Eh?
Yeah. And just the Sheila.
C-O-B.
Yeah,
C-O-B.
CO as in B for B.
Yeah, we got that.
URG.
U-R-G.
Maxine, what is the address? Yeah.
And it's Australia.
Yeah, Victoria, Melbourne.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about the Moreland Road and that suburb. Eh? Yeah, but what suburb is it? Brunswick West. That's where I was sitting. Which is Coburg West on the side of Moreland Road, which is across the road, actually.
I think I got too many planes on the screen. I've lost it again.
There should be planes because the runway is not that far over and up in Tullamarine and Essendon. Yeah.
I had it before too. Okay.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There's this, right, my friend died. Yeah, all right. And now the wife's out for the first time looking for a new bloke, you could say. Now, she's in Australia. She lives not far from me. And she's found a guy in America. And she's in love, she reckons. You know? Known him for fucking 6 months. In love. And today, while she's having a go at one, she mentions, oh, I could come back from America married. So I got his name quickly and I noticed that, gee, he's only been on Facebook for just over 6 months. You know, and I'm fucking worried about this fucking because she owns 2 houses. You know, she's got 6 kids, and this guy owns nothing in America. You know, I want to know if how do I get to check him out and all that? You know, isn't there a way you can do something with a photo when it tells you their name, or other photos with a person in it or something?
And maybe Facebook identification stuff, but I don't know, mate.
Oh, I'm a bit worried about it.
I'm in Victoria. I can't see why I spelt anything wrong.
What, Victoria? Do you know how to spell Victoria?
Yeah, no, well, I spelled it right, but it wasn't coming up in the search because now it's going to lag. There's Australia down here, so if you want to head there. This is how many planes are in the sky at the moment. It's just crazy.
Right.
13,000 planes in the sky at the moment. So Victoria's down here, isn't it, somewhere?
Yeah, I'm right there.
There we go. We've got a plane in the sky at the moment. Left, right, middle, or what?
No, you got to go across to the left.
This way?
To the left, where you'll see where the bite is.
To my right?
Yeah, go down. I'm right on the coast, mate.
Right on the coast?
Okay.
Down here somewhere?
There, yeah. See, right in that bite, and then it's once you get real close, that's when you start to move
here?
out. Over there. Yeah, see where that blue? There was a blue line there. See where it says Melbourne? Go just into Melbourne. I seen Melbourne written there.
Yeah.
All right, go to Melbourne. Keep going down closer. Hold on. Stop. Go to the left. Go to your left a bit. On mine, it's
left. This way.
Yeah. Wait. Where are you now? No, that's to the right. Go to the left. The other way.
My left, right, your right. This way?
Yeah. Keep going.
Left, right.
Going the same way to the left.
This way.
To the left, my left, whatever.
Yeah, we're going the right way now.
Now you're miles away.
Miles away. Okay.
Now you're going to the right. Go to the left.
This
opposite way. Go the opposite way.
This way? Because I was going the other way before.
Yeah, now on my screen, I've got where Melbourne is.
Yeah.
Now go to the left a bit again. The same way again.
This way?
Yeah, now stop. Now just start to go up a bit.
Go up a bit.
Yeah. And now bring it in, so I can read the names. Oh, look, Kensington. That wasn't too far.
This one here?
No, hold on. Follow that. See that river on the left?
Yeah.
Follow that.
Go upwards or downwards?
No, upwards.
Upwards. And where are we now? Still following it?
I don't know. Bring it out a bit so I can see. Where's my fucking roads here? Bring it out a bit more.
See. You mean zoom in or what? Fisher Parade?
You should see an airport one day. Zoom out a bit.
No, that goes too much. Langs Road?
I don't worry about Langs Road. Just keep going up a bit.
Okay.
And keep going up. Melbourne's not a small place, mate.
No. Australia's not a small place. What's that street there? Mambi Wrong Long
Yeah,
road.
man's
Andy
always
Hall.
wrong. Keep going up.
Keep going up. Holmes Road.
Go to the right a bit.
Which way was right now? That way?
Yeah.
So, the
What
bird.
do you type in the address?
We tried that before. You said it was
Moreland
Google.
Road, West Brunswick.
Yeah, I don't think the flight tracker. This is not Google Maps, you see. It's flight tracker, so it sort of goes by the nearest airports, which would be Melbourne, probably.
The nearest airport is Essendon.
How do you spell that?
E-double-S.
What's
No,
that?
E.
E. Hang on.
Yeah.
E. Hang on. My computer's a bit slow. S.
E-S-S-E-N. And then D-O-N.
That one. So it reckons it's here. So we'll go to that one.
Righto. Does it show you where Essendon Airport is?
Probably have to zoom in there. Is it Eston?
Yeah.
Kitwig? No. Should be on the screen in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, it is.
Should be
Yeah,
looking at us. I think it's
That's the runway of Essendon Airport. See it?
yeah, this big long streak.
That
Yep,
block
here
of
we go.
that's Essendon Airport. That's the runway.
That's a runway.
Yeah. Now, if you zoom out a bit,
Yeah. I think I
because
just saw Coburg here, was it? No.
yeah, Coburg's on the other side of the airport across the freeway.
Which side are we talking about? This way?
Yeah, well, you know, down the righto,
Down below it?
down back where that water was is Coburg.
This way?
There was the river was there again. Remember that river?
This one?
There, see that there?
Yeah.
The river, or
Yeah.
the water. You go along that. So go up a bit.
Meaden.
And what was that?
Meaden, it says there.
Eden.
Meaden.
Go to the left across the river.
That way?
Yeah, across the river.
Yeah.
Righto.
You're in there somewhere.
Now look for a road called Moreland Road. It's must be fucking somewhere around here.
I think we have to use Google Earth. That's why we use the combination of apps, because this isn't as friendly. What was the road again? What was the name?
Moreland Road. Oh, no, look, was that the freeway? No. I wish it would stay on. It keeps flicking on
probably
mine.
because you're seeing it slower than I am on my screen. You probably see it delayed.
Yeah, well, I can see the freeway. Wait.
Yeah. And we got, I can barely read the names myself. I'd have to zoom in. Dunseldorfer sounds very German.
Fucking, we in Australia?
I don't know why it's come up with strange names like that.
Yeah, well, they're none of the names I've ever heard of.
Maybe it's translated to German for some reason. Hang on, let's pan out and see where we are again.
We're in another country.
You said it was. It looks like it's in Germany. So you must have
We're
another
not,
name.
we're not in Australia.
It would be German.
Hey?
I think we'll have to look at it another day anyway, but
Because that's
we
not.
probably could we could see if any planes passed your doctor's place. by plugging into this. Once we find the right location, so we typed in Essen, wasn't it?
Yeah, Essendon Airport's the closest airport.
It's funny how the river looked the same as your river, though.
Right, guys, I am gonna have to shoot off. It's getting late here for me. I need to
Yeah,
go
I've got to
get me
get
a
going
car.
too, I think. Mate.
Yeah, all right, son. It's up
I'll probably be on in the weekend anyway, if you're about.
Okay, miss.
Or I might do another one. Who knows? In a couple of days' time, see how I feel.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me on, Paul. And thank you
meantime,
for
you could
jumping
probably
on, Mark.
yeah. Perhaps
Yeah,
you could
thanks
have a
for
look yourself in your free time in the day there, QQQvid, and see if we can pin what he's talking about here. Have you? I posted the link on the side here, so you can download the photograph as well.
Okay,
If you
miss.
want to have a look.
Yeah, I'll check that out later.
Doesn't like Essen or Victoria. Sure, I'm typing it in right. I think we're going to have to look on Google Maps and then try and map it. I think we're closer to the location before we did another search on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think we'll wrap it up for tonight anyway. Because I think must be getting close to, half an hour away for then doing ISP shutting down on this. So, yeah, have a good, interesting night of chat about stuff anyway.
I'll see you later, Q.
See you later,
See you
Mark.
later.
Thank you very much for coming on.
And thank you for having us, Paul.
That's all right.
And
Anyone can join on.
Get a lie detector, Q. I'll take a lie detector.
Hey,
on my photo.
I do not
We're not
doubt
saying you're lying.
what you're saying. I do not doubt what you're saying. It's a really good photograph. All we're trying to do is maybe pin down whether it was caused by maybe a plane. Because, well, it's one of them. If we can disprove one of the things, we're closer to the truth.
I reckon it.
At the end of the day, that's what we want.
The one big animal farted and it fucking just pushed that fucking thing out or something.
That must have been a big ass cab or something that farted and did that then.
It was just weird, mate. And, but if you were sitting there watching it, you'd be freaking like I was, mate. And old ladies looking through windows out of the doctors at me thought I was psycho.
Right, catch you later, boys.
We try not to swear on the channel too, if we can help it. But I don't know if they're going to demonetize it on swear words yet, or how bad they are.
They're all
I
right.
do get ads.
Well, if it comes down to swearing, then you messed up having me on here.
I can train. We can train you to substitute words instead of the swear words. So instead of the F word, you can say fudge.
I do try.
If you're going to get thrown off swearing, how many times would UFO proof be thrown off?
Hell yeah. Right, catch you later, boys. I'm going to have to go.
Okay.
Smell you later, guys.
Go and get some sleep.
See you later.
Yeah, I'm going to go myself.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. And I'm just going to wind down the thing here with my closing video.
Yep.
And I'll just play it here, and I normally just shut it down after that. And then I shut down Hangouts. Good night, everybody. We'll see what we can do in another nice stream.